A few days ago, I made one of these videos, like about making videos, mostly about the awkwardness in speaking to nobody. Like, I know you're there now, but like now, as I'm recording, emptiness. No one is here, and I'm talking out loud, and it's weird. But a couple years ago, when I started this process, I thought it would be. This is what I have in my head at the moment, which is why I hit record. I just thought this would be easier because, like, I'm a professor. I talk for a living. This is just talking. Like, I'm doing this in the comfort of my own home. Why wouldn't it be easier? And then I'm standing right here at the time. I'm recording my very first video. I hit record, and like 1 second later, the epiphany hits me. I mean, it should have been obvious all along, but it took like a second of recording to realize, like, of course it's going to be hard because I've never done it before. No two forms of communication really have that much in common. I mean, like, this wouldn't prepare me to lecture any more than lecturing prepares me to do this. Neither of those is good training for like a dinner table conversation or like a slam poetry recital. You could be the best stand-up comedian in the world. That does not mean you can do like an auctioneer's job or anything else. There's just, aside from mouth noises, there's so little overlap between modes of oral communication. And the same principle is true in written communication, in writing, but I've known that for a really long time because I've been writing obsessively for like half my life. And for like the first half, before the obsession took hold, I was writing casually. But for certainly the second half, I mean, just obsessively writing in a few different, there's so many different kinds of writing. I mean, you already know this, but like poetry and like epic fantasy and short stories and nonfiction and like lyrics of different, genres and like scientific dissemination and like log lines. I mean, there's so many different categories of writing. And I've been writing in a few of them, and I realized that skill acquisition in one road doesn't really leap into the next road. It's really specificity of acquisition, specificity of skill development that's the way in pretty much everything. It's just only obvious in some, like sports, it's kind of obvious. With like the possible exception of Michael Jordan, I don't think anyone would confuse basketball and baseball. Like, oh, just sports with balls in them. They're all the same thing. I think nobody, would do that. We all understand that universal skill, like if you can play one sport, you can play them all. That's a delusion that you wouldn't encounter very often. But you do encounter it with some regularity in modes of communication, again, whether it's written or oral or what. Even I was guilty of it in like the oral communication side. Well, like, of course, this is just as hard as lecturing, and I just haven't trained for it, and of course it's going to be hard. But that's my thought of the moment. I hope your skill acquisition comes with ease and is like multimodal somehow.